Okay, cool. So let's do it. So the first lecture that I sent you is on resonance. Now, how I like to do the tutoring is I try to do all the things that's actually going to impact you and help you for like multiple things at once. So instead of going through like, oh, I'm going to do this one practice problem and it's just going to help you for that one thing, I know just because I've worked with so many students, if I teach you one thing, I can actually teach you 10 things. That's what I do with my worksheets. So we're starting with resonance, again, because I looked at your syllabus. It's pretty general stuff for the first week. Even going through the syllabus and the lecture schedule, they don't really give much, right? It just says like building molecules and like maybe you do some naming here and there. Whatever it is, I know kind of the foundation that you need to be successful for that first quiz, first couple quizzes. And so I have some worksheets already built out for you so we can do those together because I think those themes show up a lot and I know where students struggle a lot. And then especially coming from Chem 2C, what didn't you grasp? And then also keeping in mind Chem 118B, obviously you're in Chem 118A right now, it's most important, but I can see the topics that continue to come up in 118B and the things that students struggled on from 118A that just seem to not be clicking all the way up until 118B, and then the grades just kind of drop off. So that's what I'm kind of building, like at this solid foundation for you. All right. So, and how I like to teach, I ask a lot of questions. If there's ever a time you don't know the question, you can always just pass it back to me. But I like to at least give you a chance so I can kind of get this gradient of like, are you kind of near like 0%? Are you really struggling with something? That's where I jump in and I just kind of explain it. Or maybe you're closer to like 100%. And I don't want to teach you something if you are pretty good at it, right? Like, I don't want to waste your time. So I tend to just ask you the question kind of point blank, and then I can kind of understand where you are along that gradient. You can communicate with me. And then we just do that on repeat all the way 118A through and onwards. Okay, so again, just throwing you in there. I don't know how much knowledge you have, or maybe you're going to knock this out the park. I have no idea, right? Because it's our first session. But let's do it together. So please draw the resonance structure for the following compound. You're given the structure on the left, and then you're expected to draw something on the right. Go ahead and give me your interpretation of that. And if you want to, do it on your own iPad, you don't have to screen share with me right now, but, just talk me through it. Is this something that you understand? Is this something you want me to walk through and teach you? Go ahead and talk with me.